Hello everyone, Dr. Mark here, animal advocate, rescuer, investigative journalist and published author of many animal books, bringing you the truth on a topic close to my heart and to yours. Today, we're diving into a harsh reality about our animal shelters. They are not always the safe havens we might hope for. Too often, surrendered animals, especially dogs, face a tragic fate of being euthanized, overlooked, and left without a true chance for a new home. Not every shelter is the same, of course, and there are those that truly go above and beyond to care for every animal that comes through their doors. But the sad truth remains that in too many places, the shelter in animal shelter is, unfortunately, not what it implies. Stay with me as we uncover both the problems and the heroes within these walls, and how, together, we can make a difference. An owner surrenders their pet to a shelter. This scene, sadly, is not uncommon. It plays out in countless shelters across the country every single day. Millions of pets are surrendered to shelters every year in the United States. The shelters are often overcrowded, struggling to find space for each new arrival. The reasons for surrender are varied. Sometimes it's due to financial hardship or changes in living situations. Families may be forced to move to places where pets are not allowed. Other times it's behavioral issues or a lack of time for a pet. Busy schedules and life changes can make it difficult to provide the care a pet needs. Whatever the reason, the experience is traumatic for both the pet and the owner. The bond they shared is suddenly broken. The pet, suddenly thrust into an unfamiliar environment, experiences fear and anxiety. The sounds and smells of the shelter are overwhelming. The owner, faced with the heartbreaking decision to give up a beloved companion, grapples with guilt and sadness. Tears often flow as they say their final goodbyes. The shelter becomes a place of both hope and despair. For some pets, it's a chance for a new beginning, while for others, it's a place of uncertainty. It's a temporary haven for lost, abandoned, or surrendered animals. Here they wait for a second chance at finding a loving home. It's also a symbol of the complex relationship between humans and their animal companions, a relationship filled with love, responsibility, and sometimes difficult choices. Animal shelters play a vital role in our society. They provide a safety net for animals in need. Shelters offer a range of services. These include housing, food, and medical care. Shelters also work tirelessly to find new homes for the animals in their care. They organize adoption events, screen potential adopters, and provide support to new pet parents. The goal is to ensure that every animal finds a loving and permanent home. However, shelters face numerous challenges. Limited resources, overcrowding, and the emotional toll on staff are just a few of the hurdles they encounter daily. Despite these challenges, dedicated shelter workers and volunteers remain committed to their mission. They understand that every life entrusted to their care deserves a second chance. The well-being of animals in shelters is paramount. Shelters strive to create a safe and comfortable environment for the animals in their care. This includes providing clean kennels or cages, nutritious food, and access to fresh water. Regular exercise and enrichment activities are essential for both physical and mental stimulation. Many shelters have outdoor play areas where dogs can run and socialize. Cats are given scratching posts, toys, and cozy hiding spots to satisfy their natural instincts. Mental enrichment is just as crucial as physical well-being. Shelters often have programs where volunteers read to animals, play music, or simply provide companionship. This helps to reduce stress and boredom, creating a more positive and nurturing environment. Despite the dedication of shelter staff and volunteers, misconceptions about animal shelters persist. Some people believe that shelters are sad and depressing places, filled with unwanted and aggressive animals. Others fear that adopting a shelter pet is risky, as they may have unknown health or behavioral issues. These fears, while understandable, are often unfounded. Shelters go to great lengths to assess the temperament and health of the animals in their care. Many shelters have behaviorists on staff who work with animals to address any behavioral concerns. Animals are also given thorough medical checkups, vaccinated, and often spayed or neutered before being made available for adoption. Adopting a pet from a shelter is a safe and responsible choice. It's crucial to remember that shelter animals are individuals, each with their unique personality and history. Section 5. Inside the shelter walls. A glimpse into daily life. Life in a shelter can be stressful for animals. The unfamiliar sights, sounds, and smells can be overwhelming. The close proximity to other animals, each with their own personality quirks, can be challenging. However, shelters have developed strategies to mitigate stress and create a more comfortable environment. Many shelters have implemented enrichment programs to keep animals mentally and physically stimulated. These programs often involve providing toys, puzzle feeders, and interactive games to keep animals engaged. Regular exercise is also crucial. Dogs benefit from daily walks or playtime in a fenced-in area. Cats enjoy climbing structures, scratching posts, and interactive toys. Shelters also strive to create a calm and predictable environment. Consistent routines, such as feeding times and cleaning schedules, help to reduce anxiety and promote a sense of security. Section 6. The Adoption Journey, Finding Forever Homes. This chapter delves into the heartwarming process of finding loving homes for shelter animals. The ultimate goal of any animal shelter is to find loving and permanent homes for the animals in its care. These shelters work tirelessly to ensure that each animal gets a second chance at life. The adoption process typically begins with an application, where potential adopters provide information about their lifestyle, living situation, and experience with pets. This helps the shelter understand the kind of home the animal will be going to. Shelter staff carefully review these applications to ensure a good match between the adopter and the animal. They consider various factors to make sure the pet will thrive in its new environment. If the application is approved, the next step is usually a meet and greet. This is a crucial moment for both the animal and the potential adopters. This allows potential adopters to interact with the animal and get a better sense of their personality. It's an opportunity to see if there's a connection and if the pet fits well with the family. Shelter staff are available to answer questions and provide guidance. They offer insights into the animal's behavior and needs, ensuring the adopters are well prepared. Once a match is made, the adoption is finalized. This is a joyous moment for everyone involved. This typically involves signing an adoption contract and paying an adoption fee. The fee helps support the shelter's ongoing efforts. The adoption fee helps to cover the costs of caring for the animal while they were at the shelter. It ensures that the shelter can continue to provide for other animals in need. Section 7. Overcoming Challenges, Ensuring Safety and Happiness. Animal shelters face numerous challenges in their mission to care for and rehome animals. These challenges can be both logistical and emotional, requiring a great deal of dedication and resilience from the staff and volunteers. One of the biggest challenges is overcrowding. Shelters often receive more animals than they can accommodate, leading to cramped conditions. When the number of animals entering a shelter exceeds the number being adopted, resources become stretched thin. This includes food, medical supplies, and even space. This can lead to reduced space per animal, increased stress levels, and a higher risk of disease transmission. Another significant challenge is funding. Most shelters rely heavily on donations to operate. These donations are crucial for the day-to-day functioning of the shelter. These donations are used to cover a wide range of expenses, including food, medical care, staffing, and facility maintenance. Without sufficient funds, shelters struggle to provide the necessary care. Securing adequate funding is an ongoing struggle for many shelters. Fundraising events and community support are vital. Despite these challenges, dedicated shelter workers and volunteers remain committed to providing the best possible care for the animals entrusted to them. Their dedication is unwavering. They are driven by a deep compassion for animals and a belief that every life has value. Their efforts ensure that these animals have a chance at a better life, filled with safety and happiness. Section 8. Triumph over Tragedy, Heartwarming Success Stories. For every heartbreaking story of an animal surrendered to a shelter, there are countless heartwarming tales of resilience, hope, and second chances. Take, for example, the story of Buddy, a scruffy terrier mix found abandoned in a park. Buddy was emaciated, covered in fleas, and terrified of human contact. After weeks of love and care at the shelter, Buddy slowly began to trust again. His tail started to wag, his eyes regained their sparkle, and he even learned to play fetch. One day, a family visited the shelter, looking for a companion for their other dog. They fell in love with Buddy's gentle spirit and decided to give him a forever home. Today, Buddy is a happy and healthy dog, living his best life with his new family. Section 9. A Call to Compassion, Our Role in Animal Welfare. The issue of animal welfare is a complex one, with no easy solutions. However, we can all play a role in creating a more compassionate world for animals. One way is to support our local animal shelters. This can be done through volunteering our time, donating money or supplies, or simply spreading the word about the importance of adoption. We can also make responsible choices when it comes to our own pets. Spaying or neutering our pets helps to reduce the number of unwanted animals entering shelters. Providing our pets with proper training, socialization, and veterinary care can prevent behavioral issues that might lead to surrender. Ultimately, the well-being of animals is a shared responsibility. By working together, we can create a world where every animal has a safe and loving home. Section 10. Sharing your story. Voices from the heart. Every animal has a story, and every shelter is filled with tales of heartbreak, hope, and redemption. Have you ever adopted a pet from a shelter? Have you volunteered your time at a shelter? We want to hear your stories. Share your experiences in the comments below. Your stories can inspire others to open their hearts and homes to animals in need. Together we can make a difference in the lives of animals. Section 11. Beyond the shelter. Continuing the conversation. The conversation about animal welfare doesn't end at the shelter doors. Thank you for watching and for caring about the lives of surrendered animals. Our mission as a 501(c)(3) nonprofit rescue is not just to give rescued animals a safe haven, but to fight tirelessly for animal welfare and animal rights. Every donation we receive goes directly to the animals, from their food and shelter to vital veterinary care, and helps us continue our advocacy for their well-being. If you'd like to support our cause, please consider making a donation by visiting our website at pawsitivepersonals.com. The link is right below in the description, and remember, your support doesn't end here. By liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on this video, you're helping spread the word and bringing hope to animals everywhere. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Together we can make a real difference. I'm Dr. Mark. Let's keep fighting for those who need us most.